More people are taking it easy for December, not working as much. And so great time to take advantage of that. What's going on, solarpreneurs? Today we're going to talk about how you can still dominate in December. We're going to call this month Domination December. Solar is historically a slower month for a lot of companies, a lot of reps. It's a time where people are resting, people are reflecting. Nothing wrong with that, but we also got to learn to be fruitful in December. So if you are someone that thinks December is going to be a slow month, this podcast is for you. Welcome to the show. My name is Taylor Armstrong. We're here to help you close more deals, generate more leads and referrals, and have a much better time in the solar industry. Hope you're doing awesome. Hope you're having a great start to the holiday season, and hope you're getting lots of sales whenever you're listening to this. A lot of the strategies we're going to talk about today, you can apply it to any month, but this month, I think it's a great month to reflect on some things, to do a couple things different, to catch up on some things that maybe you weren't focusing on as much in previous months. So we're going to talk about a few different strategies you can implement and hopefully go share with your team. Okay, so before that, if you have not left us a review, please go do that. We're free and available on Spotify, iTunes, Apple. I don't even know if iTunes is a thing anymore. Whenever I say iTunes, I think back to like my high school days where you'd pay $1 per song you wanted to download. So I don't think people use iTunes anymore, but wherever you listen to podcasts, would be much appreciated if you could go leave us a rating and a review. That's the gift that I asked for you this Christmas season. Just share the show. All right, and so let's jump into the topic of the day, and that is, what are some things we can do to make December a great month? All right, and so the first is, this is a great month for recruiting. And we actually had a little training with our leadership just this week, actually, and we were talking about the exact topic on how we can utilize this month to catch up on recruits and specifically maybe people that left your organization. Hey, shout out to my guy, John Soriano, for a training he gave on this. But we were hit pretty hard, not going to lie. There were a decent amount of reps that left this year for whatever reason, whether it was problems with projects. We all know we had Trump's big, beautiful bill that was causing chaos. A lot of uncertainty, and because of that, we did have reps that left our organization, and I personally had reps that left my team, had a few guys that left for insurance, different industries. So if you were affected by that, then this is a great month. Go make a list of all the people that maybe left your organization, or just potential recruits as well. But for those people, a lot of them are thinking, you're reflecting on the year, they're thinking how their financial situation is, and they're making goals for the next year. So this is a great month to touch base with them, maybe invite them out to, a lunch, invite them to your Christmas party. If you're a coffee drinker, go invite them for a coffee, whatever, and just catch up. And if they accept the invitation, a lot of these people, they're going to tell you maybe they regret leaving solar. Maybe whatever they thought they were transitioning, whatever industry they were switching to, didn't go as well as they were hoping. And so it's a great opportunity for you to come in and say, hey, well, look, solar's not dead. We're still making great money. We're still getting great results. And it was unfortunate, some of the things that happened that about cause you to look at different industries or look at different options, but doors wide open. So let's talk about how we get you back on the team. Okay, and that's something I've learned from my current company is when people leave, that doesn't mean they're gone forever. A lot of these people will come back, and a lot of people will accept an invitation to link up again. So make sure you keep that door open, the invitation open. And so the second thing you can do is just look for opportunities in other activities that you're doing to recruit, to get leads for your company this month. What I mean by that is, for me personally, I know I'm going to be spending a little bit more time catching up on, other things I like to do. Going to be spending a little bit more time at the gym. Some, I train jiu-jitsu, going to be spending a little bit more time doing that. Okay, maybe you're going hard this month, but for us, I think it is a good time to, catch up on maybe some other things that you didn't get to focus in as much on. If you're like me and you do solar year round, then you should have some months where you're grinding super hard, and you should have months where you're still working. But we call it, for our teams, we call it get on your cruise control, your cruising altitude, right? You think of the pilot once they get to the max elevation or whatever, it's like you get your cruising altitude, right? And so getting that right, it shouldn't be a time to stop working completely, but you can catch up on other things. But while you're catching up on these other things, there's a lot of opportunities to recruit. There's a lot of opportunity to sell other people. Maybe you're going to your auntie's Christmas party. There's people that need solar there, right? There's lots of networking you can do over this month of December. Hey, and I had opportunity today, actually. I was training jiu-jitsu. We had some new people come in, just started drumming up a conversation with them, found out that they had bought a home pretty recent, last couple months, I believe, and they didn't have solar. So guess who their new solar guy is? We set up an appointment for this coming Monday. We're going to go back and we're going to hopefully get them signed up for the solar program, get them in the holiday discount. And that's all by just striking up conversations with new people, right? So maybe you are spending a little bit more time at the gym. I don't know, whatever you do, whatever hobbies you have, just look for some additional networking opportunities where you can talk either about the job opportunity, or you can figure out if they have a home and they want to lower their electric bill, get help with it. Okay, so make sure you're double dipping in those activities and just networking the most you can. And that's a way you can still keep up production. You can still dominate this month, but you don't have to feel like you need to be a blitz in this month. Okay, we just got back from a blitz, as you heard me talk about, this end of November. So this month is a little bit more recovery, catching up on other things, but still maximizing the time that we are working. Okay, and speaking of networking, it's a great time to get referrals this month. Hey, December, a lot of people, they sometimes push off appointments. They sometimes don't want to meet just because they got holiday plans, just because they're not thinking of doing anything until the new year. Okay, and plenty of sales to be made, but we should take advantage of the opportunity to get referrals. I know there's guys out there that just dominate this month because they send out Christmas cards, they send out customer gifts, they do their check-ins. And these are things that they help a lot. But if you are doing something like sending Christmas cards, just go in with the expectation, especially if this is your first time doing it, you're probably not necessarily going to get referrals right off the bat. But you can call, you're given a reason to maybe check in with your customers. You can call them, see how things are going with their system. You can ask them if they got the Christmas card that you sent them. And then it's a way that maybe you're planting a seed, right? So these are more like long-term plays. And it's a great time to focus on some of those more long-term relationships, referral partnerships, and not get a referral right away, but maybe they remember you. Now you're back in the loop, back in their focus where maybe you hadn't connected for a while. And then next time when they're at a Christmas party on Christmas Eve, someone starts asking about their solar, how high their electric bill has been because of their Christmas lights. They say, oh, my electric bill is super low. Here's why. And then boom, get a referral out of it. Right. So experiment with some strategies like that. Christmas cards, checking in with customers. Maybe you're just calling through every install you had this year, asking them how things went. Yeah, great thing to do maybe in the nighttime hours. For us, it's getting dark at like 5 o'clock. So maybe you knock some doors 5 to 7, a little bit in the dark, but from 7 to 8, maybe you make some calls, right? Maybe you're checking in with your previous customers, seeing if you can grab some referrals. Okay, and then last but not least is just remember this season is all about giving. So how can you give back to your customers if you're managing a team, if you're running an organization, if you're a company owner or manager listening to this? Have you planned a Christmas party for your guys? Does your team know you appreciate them? Hey, you should plan some sort of like Christmas party. Get your team together. Treat it like family, and then maybe consider planning some type of service project, a way to give back. right? Because this season's all about giving, and we should be grateful for the opportunity we've been given in solar. No better industry, in my opinion, than solar. Such a great blessing we've been given to get out and make great income, just change people's lives by saving them money on a bill they cannot cancel, which is their electric bill, and then being able to provide for ourselves, provide for our families in the process. Just incredible. So I hope you can have that same mentality and look for ways, how can you give back to your customers? How can you give back to your team? Just think of ways you can give, think of ways you can serve this year, and I promise it will come back to you probably tenfold, right? Look for ways to help others. You're going to get that good karma back. Hey, so if you do those things, I think you're going to have an awesome month in December. And maybe you're pushing super hard in December. Okay, it's not to be said there can't no reason you can't go get a ton of sales, or maybe you can go blitz. I've got some people I know that are blitz in December, which is great too. But if you just got done with blitzes, maybe you're catching up on things, then do some of the strategies we just talked about here. It's funny. We had a big push in end of November for, like our end of year competition and everything. And a lot of our upper management was saying things like, oh yeah, just push hard this month. Then we give you permission to take December off, do what you need to do. And then of course, December rolls around and they're rolling out incentives to try to get people to work in December and everything. Okay. So if you're like that, maybe don't lean in so hard on people taking the entire month of December off, because I don't think you should take it off. No reason to be taking December off. Let's be honest, there's a great opportunity because people are home. A lot of people are home more. They're taking breaks from their jobs. They're in the house. So it's a great time to still go get out there and knock some doors, because you're going to get more conversations. I think it equals out a little bit because you probably will get a few more appointment cancels because people don't want to, meet during the holidays. But on the flip side, there's going to be more people to talk to. More people will be home. More people are taking it easy for December, not working as much. And so great time to take advantage of that. So let me know, do you have any other strategies or ideas that you have implemented with yourself or with your team that have helped you dominate December? Would love to hear them. Let me know if you go implement some of the things we talked about in the podcast today. Hope you're having a great holiday season. Hope you're dominating in this month of December or whenever you're listening to the podcast. And we will catch you on the next episode.